So let's move on to the second part now, which is the finding roots. Yeah, so again I want you to pause the video. What I normally will always recommend is pause video after every new topic I tell and try to find out similar questions in the book and solve them so that you become comfortable in the topic. Trust me, this video is not enough. This video are just enabling you. They're just starting point. After this you have to go home and practice yourself. Yeah, finding roots. So if you are given an equation, then there will be two roots. The roots will be equal to minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. All these things you have done in your school days, class 7, class 8, class 9, class 10th. I'm just revising them again because you're going to redo the same thing again. So both the roots, one will be positive, one will be negative. So two roots will be there. So one of them is a positive root here, one of them is a negative roots here. So these were two. This is one way to find the roots by using this formula, and second way is using the factors. Yeah, so factor is basically any equation x square minus sx plus phi, where s is the sum of the roots and p is a product of the roots. Let me compare with the equation like ax square plus bx plus c. Here if I divide through by a, I'll get like this, x square minus b by ax plus c, which is similar to this one. So sum of the roots will be minus b by a. If I'm now comparing this equation and this equation, product of the root is c by a. So c by a. All the thing you have to remember is sum is always minus b by a. Find the roots of the equation. Now this is the first equation. Can you find the roots? Yeah, pause the video. So if I try to use this, if I take one this side x square and find the factors of this, break it out, there will be two roots, x equal to 1 and x is minus 1. I can also solve this question using options by putting it back. If I put x equal to 1, will I get 0? Yes. If I put x equal to 2, will I get 0? So 4 minus 1, 3, not 0, out. In this case we're talking about 3, so 2 will not be there, so last option also gone. 3, 9 minus 1, 8, it's not possible again. This is out. So answer is the 1 and minus. So I can also use the options or shortcuts for this, or I can use the normal method as well. Find the root of the equation. Again pause the video. Now this is a little bit complicated. If you can see the solution, pause the video first, try to do it yourself. Now this is complicated. You have to first find out, make the equation in terms of the factors and then solve it. Yeah, x minus 3. So x minus 1 whole square is 3. So x minus 1 is root 3 plus minus 1. So plus root 3 and minus root 3. So two equations. So one, if I take one the other side, 1 plus root 3 and 1 minus root 3. So there will be two equations, two roots. So I can either use the factors or I can make an equation like this and solve. Or third method was the minus b plus minus root 4b 4ac wala root. So there are three rules which you can use to make the factors. Can you try next question? Alright, next question. Find the solution of the equation this. Yeah, so pause the video and try to do it yourself before I give the solution. Alright, to solve this again we have to square on both sides, open up the squares and then solve it using the factors. Or easy method, can I use the options? Can I directly put in option into this? Put in 3 and 4 and test. If I put 3 for example, 25 minus 9 is 16, so root of 16 4 is equal to 4 minus is equal to 3 minus 1 2. Not possible, out. So each of them I can put in option also and check. Yeah. Second question, again I have to put in options. I have to make it square and then solve it, or I can use options. In this case option not given. Find the roots of this equation. Yeah, again I can make the factors and solve the question. Please pause the video and try to read it yourself because they're quite important. Last one. This is one of my favorite questions because it's a little bit tricky. Find the value of x is to y ratio. Now I told you using options, so you can obviously try using option, but the actual method for this is actually you have to divide everything by y, so that basically your x in this case is x divided by y. Yeah, and then solve it. to find the ratio, or simple options. Just put in the option in the question and solve. Alright, if alpha beta are the roots of the equations x square plus 3x plus 4 equal to 0, find the equation whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square. Now this is a type of question which is not very common in CAT, but it's very important for the other exams. So how to solve this? First I have to find out how we can use the alpha plus beta. So we have to first, these are the two roots here. So first convert them into some situation where I can, alpha and beta are the roots. So from this we know the sum of the roots. So we know alpha plus beta, and this is the product of the roots. So we know alpha minus beta. Yeah, so both the alpha into beta, sorry. So both the things we know. So alpha plus beta we know, so we can put in the value here. Alpha minus beta we have to convert it into some equation in which is there. So if I open up the bracket, this is alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Yeah, so I have to do a plus minus alpha beta to make it alpha square plus beta square plus 2ab and minus 2ab, adding both the sides. So this 2ab and 2ab will become 4ab, 4 alpha beta. So which is basically this equation, alpha plus beta whole square minus 4ab. So we got first part alpha plus beta whole square, second part is alpha plus beta whole square minus 4ab, and then put in the value from this equation. I'll solve and get my answer. This is our equation. Sum of the roots is minus s. So sum of the roots s is minus 3 and product of the roots is plus 4. In equation x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Find the value of sum of the roots. Sum of the roots is always negative sign of this thing. If this is 3, this will become minus 3 and product will become 4. Let me give you one more equation. If it is x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0, find the value of the sum of the roots and product of the roots. Sum of the roots is minus of this, so minus 5. Product of the root is minus 2. Let's take another example so that you become comfortable with this topic. X square plus 4x minus plus 2 equal to 0. Sum of the roots minus 4, product 2. So all you have to do is you have to convert all the question given to you in terms of alpha plus beta or alpha into beta, so that you can solve the question. Last question, can you find alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha? So all you have to do is cross multiply here and then use the value to solve, and the solution is given here. Alright, please try this at home. It's a quite important question.